Hi everyone, and welcome to your monthly Pick a Card Tarot readings for the month of June 2024. If you're new here, my name is Sydney, I'm the Tarot Guy next door, and I use my cult knowledge and intuition to help guide you towards life you want. If you have a situation you want me to take a look at, you'll find information on how to get a private reading below. I also live stream on TikTok on Friday mornings at 8 a.m. Eastern, you should check it out. I'll be doing 7 card readings, and here are the decks that I have for you. We have the Tarot of the Divine with Lapis Lazuli, the new Palladini Tarot with Snowflake Obsidian, and the Radiant Wise Spirit Tarot with Citron. We also have 4 different oracle cards to choose from 4 different decks. So go ahead and pick which tarot deck and which oracle card resonate with you the most. It's totally fine if you're drawn to more than one, and as always, you can pause this video if you need more time. As always with collective readings, take what resonates with you and leave aside what doesn't. If you want to jump straight to your reading, you'll find timestamps below. And with that, let's go right to the readings. Alright, group 1, let's see what we have for you for June. As is customary, I'm going to name all of the cards as I flip them over. So in the present energy, we have, Judgment, okay. The King of Cups, great. And what is this? The Nine of Coins reverse. Well, it's a happy card, you get it. In the past, we have the Ace of Coins reversed, great. Incoming energy, we have the Page of Swords, awesome. Advice card, we have the Five of Cups, with supporting advice being the Two of Wands reversed. And we have the Seven of Swords reversed at the bottom of the deck. Very interesting mix of energies here. Yeah, since this isn't the same card order as the weekly, the pyramid placement doesn't get tested until later. This should be good. Oh yeah, all right, I'm gonna stare at these cards. I'll see you right now. All right, group 1, there's a lot of bittersweet energy in this reading, and it's very interesting to unpack, but it's this is another one of these binary readings in the sense that since this is a collective reading, it's difficult for me to tell what the relationship is between this ace and this Five of Cups. Basically, I'm not sure if there's disappointment over a missed opportunity or if there's disappointment over an opportunity that hasn't flourished fast enough. And depending on which one it is for you, there are 2 ways to interpret this reading. But like for no matter which one is your case, assuming this is on target, the moral of this message overall is that this isn't anything that you can't handle, even though it might look like you can't handle it. And even then, given the actual cards here, even the frame of being able to handle something or not feels like a completely wrong frame. It was just the first one that I grabbed. I think that the central theme of this King of Cups here, the importance of emotional practice or some kind of centering practice is being highlighted here, because there's, again, the duality. If you look at the cards flanking this king, we have the call from on high, the starting gun being fired with the Judgment card, but the Nine of Coins is reversed, so we're not feeling completely in touch with our abilities, with our capabilities, and it is through internal monitoring that we can navigate all of this. And actually, this is a good time to come to this Five of Cups here. Coming back to the fork in the road of if this is either a missed opportunity or an opportunity that isn't happening fast enough. And this kind of affects what the Five of Cups represents. I'm not sure if this Ace of Coins reversed is in the 3 cups that have spilled, or if it's in the 2 cups that are still standing. So I'm not sure if the disappointment that is being alluded to, and I don't think it's a big disappointment because, again, this is an advice card, and the vibe itself doesn't seem sad, but it feels like something is off. Oh, and before I forget to mention this, like if you look at the the proportion of cards that are reversed versus not, there is a kind of balance. Like if we include the bottom of the deck, it's half and half. So that's nice. That's what's making me, it's playing into why I'm deflating the sadness aspect of the Five of Cups here. So yeah, I'm not sure if the Ace of Coins is in. I'm not sure if you're being invited to lean into the sadness or to turn away from it. But regardless, and this is one of the last things that I noticed before I'm pausing. It's kind of what gave me the confidence to start speaking. It's these two, because whenever the Two of Wands comes up in reverse, something that I very frequently say, because twos in general are about duality, choice, that kind of stuff, and in the traditional Two of Wands, the guy standing on the castle wall or whatever is holding a globe in his hands, signifying abundance. So when it comes up in reverse, I keep wanting to give the warning to, like, whatever decision that you're pondering, make sure that you're coming from a place of abundance, and make sure that whatever you're choosing isn't coming from a position of fear of missing out on something, but rather on fear of gaining something that you want. And the way the human mind works, it's very easy to convince yourself that you are going towards something that you want when you are in fact moving away from something that you fear or whatever. And yeah, having the Nine of Wands, or the Nine of Coins, Two of Wands, both reversed, like one over the other here, is very fitting. And again, the overall theme of this isn't anything that you can't handle, no matter how things may seem, is also alluded to by the cutting corners card at the bottom of the deck here, underpinning this reading. And I'm reading the fact that this card is reversed as prolongment. Kind of tying it to this Ace of Coins reversed in the past energy here. So, oh, and the other thing that there's no way I was going to move on without mentioning this anyway, but I really, the other thing that I'll give both interpretations. It's very interesting to consider that I often call pages graduated aces, and we have a reversed Ace of Coins in the past and an upright Page of Swords in the incoming energy. So air and earth don't work very well together. They're kind of enemies, quote unquote, kind of like fire and water, the other two. So the fact that this ace graduates into a different ace of its enemy suit or whatever is very, it's one interesting element of this succession to consider. The other one is this here King of Cups, Page of Swords. The elements themselves don't matter, but it's the playing more into the why hasn't it happened yet angle of feeling like you are feeling like you've earned the right for results faster than you actually have. I'll put it that way. Yeah, it's super interesting to consider. So yeah, like no matter what opportunities may have led to June, it's looking like things are going well for you. And what I would say is sometimes opportunities that we missed in the past, they're gone. And fretting about it makes it harder to see the opportunities that are in front of us now. And on the flip side, opportunities that we are capitalizing on, but that just aren't happening yet, it's really a question of being patient and diligent and not losing touch with our own awesomeness so that we can answer the call. Because it's often when we hear the call that that the insecurities flare up, you know? This is another thing I say all the time. When we're on the verge of a breakthrough, that's when each and every last insecurity just pops up because they're about to die, you know? So yeah, keep that in mind. I think this is a good note to end on, so I'm gonna end there. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps below to jump to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there. Whoops. All right, group 2, let's see what we have for you for June. In the present energy, what is this? The Two of Wands reversed. Interesting. 10 of Wands reversed and the Knight of Wands. All fire. Okay. The past energy, we have the Hanged Man. Awesome. This should be pretty good like that. Incoming / future, we have the Two of Swords reversed. And advice card, we have the Page of Swords reversed and the Five of Cups, with the Queen of Coins at the bottom of the deck. Okay, let me... This should be pretty good. That's a little crooked, but I don't feel like readjusting. Sorry about that. I'll see you right now. I moved the cards finally. Group 2, this is a pretty clear invitation to relax and not put so much pressure on yourself for the month of June. And the funny thing is, despite like this reading is much more encouraging than I am capable of making it look with words, which is kind of this Knight of Wands, the odds that it is you are fairly low. I think that if I were to sum up all of this, it's the vibe of a genuinely awesome person with the Queen of Coins upright at the bottom of the deck underpinning this entire thing, okay? Who is absolutely persuaded that they can just do it all on their own and that they don't need anyone. And I think that June will hold opportunities for you to open up to receiving help and realizing that it doesn't diminish you, realizing that things flow smoother when you don't have to carry all these wands yourself, and that this clarity that you had so long ago that makes it obvious what decisions that you have to make right now, and yet still feeling stuck because, you know, there aren't enough arms in the world to hold all these wands, you know? Well, maybe not on your body, but that's where other people come into play, you know? It's like the old saying, if you want to go fast, go alone, but if you want to go far, build a team. Right now, it's looking like it's slow and, you know? Yeah. And again, I don't think it is it's kind of like figuring out that you're awesome, but figuring out what your limits actually are, you know? I really don't want to make it sound like I think you're incapable. It's kind of the opposite. It's kind of like learning that it doesn't diminish you to receive help. It doesn't diminish you to delegate. It doesn't diminish you to ask for help. And coming to this Page of Swords reversed, I often read the Page of Swords reversed as new freshman on campus, but being insecure about it. The metaphor I always use is that of being like top of your class in high school, but in a small town, and arriving in college in the big city and seeing that you're not all that. That might be true in the grand scope of things, but it doesn't diminish your capabilities. It doesn't diminish anything about you. You know, it feels like that is the key. The challenge for you, I believe, is coming to terms with what it means to collaborate. You know, if you want to surrender to this big vision that you have, what does that involve? And how does that involve others? You know, and I'm saying this alone in my kitchen as a one-man operation for my tarot channel, okay? I'm kind of in a glass house, but you know, it's all about being ready and willing to collaborate with others. I feel like I'm beating a dead horse. Let me just give the words of encouragement that even Dagny, oh yeah, I'm not going to assume that you've read any Ayn Rand books, but even that chick from Hunger Games, I forget her name, her. Katniss Everdeen, I think. Yeah, we'll use her. Even she has bad days, and she's still a badass motherfucker, you know. And even she needs others to stitch up her wounds and help her, you know, limp across the finish line or whatever the Hunger Games are. Even she had to work with others, but it doesn't make her any less capable. So keep that in mind. I guess I'm going to end the reading there. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this reading, please give this video a like, and you can use the timestamps below to jump to your Oracle card reading. I'll see you there, group 2. All right, group 3, let's see what we have for you for June. All right, in the present energy, we have the World, great, the King of Coins, and the Page of Wands. Look at you, group 3. In the past, we have the 9 of Coins, okay. Incoming energy, the Tower. Ha, funny. And the advice card is the 5 of Cups reversed, with the Knight of Cups reversed at the bottom of the deck. And, sorry, supporting advice and 8 of Swords at the bottom of the deck. Very interesting mix of energies in this reading. Let me just adjust this. This should be pretty good for you. Oh, it's a little low. Let me just raise that up like that. That should be better. Excellent. All right, I'll see you right now. Group 3, the meaning of this message came through, was clear to me fairly quickly, but the challenge I had was how to say what I need to say, because the people who need to hear this, it's difficult for me to get through to them, because I think that the challenge, yeah, I'll start with the challenge, because I don't think this is going to be a secret anyway. Imposter syndrome. That's how this 8 of Swords at the bottom of the deck mixes in with these 2 advice cards here. I'm reading the Chariot reversed as a victory eventually. I'm not reading this as a block or a glitch. It's a delay. But I don't think, or not necessarily even. No, actually, that's probably the way to read it. But anyway, this energy right here, especially with the knight, sorry, the 9 of Coins in the past, this is like being on top of the world, quite frankly. You know, we have the 9 of Coins bleeding into the King of Coins in the middle of this entire reading. You know, the King of Coins being the card of like ultimate, you know, generational wealth, like long lasting, flanked by the fucking World card, the ultimate, you know, the last card before we start over again with the Fool. You know, ready to go on the adventure from here. You know, it's like the crown jewel. It's like Team Ferrari or whatever winning the Grand Prix tournament. I'm an F1 expert, as you can tell, and yet, despite all of this awesomeness that I just described, kind of feeling like they didn't earn it, like they're not worthy, like they imposter syndrome, and how do I convince someone who doesn't think that they've earned the awesomeness that is around them, that they've earned it, or that they deserve it, or that they're worthy, you know? That's not exactly an easy task, and I honestly don't have any answers. I think that allowing yourself to enjoy it and might be what can let you, oh, also, there might be some fear of losing it. You know, if I don't think that I've earned something, then the fear of being found out kind of lurks in the shadows, you know? And if it lurks long enough, it can turn into a self-fulfilling prophecy. But I don't even think that that risk is even there. Like it. I don't know how hard you would have to try to fuck this up, you know? Uh, uh, it's looking that good. Like, if it wasn't for these three cards, I would jokingly say, what are you coming to me for? And the thing that you're coming to me for is difficult for me to provide, which is to convince you that you're awesome and to make you believe in yourself, you know? Oh, I just remembered something that I've heard. This is actually pretty easy and concrete in the sense that it's something actionable. Um, uh, Find something that you're good at doing and do it. And given all of this, it looks like you have been doing it. So do that more, or at least just remember the accomplishments that came with that, and realize, oh, try to remember all the practice that went into being good enough to do that thing. That might help you, you know, build that I've earned this attitude. And honestly, given everything that I've said so far, Group Three, this it's difficult for me to add anything. I think that, you know, being on top of the world, ready to go at this new level, as long as you enjoy what you have and enjoy the journey that brought you here, that's what can kind of help you move from the disappointments. Because I'm sure you've made mistakes on your way here. Of course, we're all human, you know. And to actually give yourself permission to do what you really, really want to do in your deepest of hearts, you know. Yeah, that's a good note to end on. I'm going to end the reading there. Thank you very much for watching. If you like this reading, please give this video a like. And if you don't want to watch me pick up your reading, you know what to do. The timestamps are right below. All right, I want to say two things before I get started. First of all, the Five of Cups was in every reading today. Group Three, I didn't feel like saying that twice. The second thing is, you know, in honor of Cancer season coming up, I have some moon-based cards. I only have 3 moon decks, but anyway. Group A, your card is, ooh, the Sleeper. This is the 28th and final lunar mansion of 28. Let me just show it to you. I really like the vibe of this card, and being the last lunar mansion, I know exactly where it is, but I'm going to stare at this card anyway. Still waters run deep, Group A. I think that this is an indicator that you might have something sleeping inside of you ready to go, you know? It's almost as if you're lining up for the starting line, ready for whatever this pearl is to grow into whatever it grows. And I would approach this month with the aspect of allowing and just seeing this as an adventure and being as curious as you can. That might help, you know, set the proper soil for this seed to grow. Yeah. Group B, your card is the full moon, surrender to the divine. I'm going to basically repeat what I said to Group A. I suspect, yeah. Anyway, sometimes seeing life as, ooh, I wonder what's going to happen next, is a fun way to accept the things that are not in your control, and to give you the courage to change the things that you can. Yes, I'm doing the serenity prayer. But yeah, that's kind of the vibe of being curious and seeing what this month ahead has in store for you as if it were an adventure. Yeah. Group C, your card is the last quarter moon in Gemini. Clear your mind. Let me just stare at this. Yeah, I'm going to. This is a little on the nose because if the last quarter moon is in Gemini, that means the sun is in Virgo. So this is like a full Mercury thing. So the clear your mind message of this card plays in very well with the all three readings basically. Any kind of meditation or centering practice, I would invite you to be open to that. And if you do that, to lean into it and to really enjoy it, because that might be the key for you to this month, to make sure that you approach things with a clear mind, which starts with centering yourself and knowing who you are. Yeah. Group D, your card is, ooh, the sun in Pisces, vision. I'll put it a bit closer for you. Let me stare at this. Yeah, this is a pretty clear invitation to dream. I mean, it is the sun in Pisces after all. And the thing that struck me, it's actually pretty striking. I don't know if I'll ever be able to unsee this, is how literally every eye in this picture on this card is looking right at you, you know? It's kind of like, so what do you want, you know? Or at least, like, first of all, there's being stared at in the sense of being invited to look inside, but there's also the invitation to clarify what it is that you do want by just daydreaming and doing that dream building stuff of, you know, what would you do if you won the lottery 10 times over and you knew you couldn't fail? That kind of exercise would be beneficial for you this month. Yeah, and that is a good note to end on. Hey, listen, this looking like a good month. I hope you enjoy the month. Thank you very much for watching. Take care. I'll see you soon.